Greetings, Mastermind Traders. This is Dr. Kenneth Reid. The topic this week is models of success. This video will be a few minutes longer than most. Trading is a lonely business, and while every trader's journey is different, hearing real stories about other traders turning things around can provide much needed inspiration and encouragement, and I'd like to share a few recent success stories with you. Trader X is a retired dentist day trading the E-mini S&P futures. Dentists operate within a culture of precision, and he was naturally applying the same mindset he had used in his dental practice to trade. The result was misattunement to the rhythm of the market. Practically speaking, his stops were too tight, he lacked patience, and considered every loss to be a personal mistake that needed correcting. As a result, he was working very hard, but was a break-even trader. Within 2 months, however, Trader X was able to relax and sync up with the rhythm of the S&P. He now takes 2 to 3 trades per day and generally wins. I think it's because he cares much less about winning. Rather than second-guessing entries, he trusts his method more and has the patience to stay in a trade for as long as necessary. He typically makes 5 to 6 points a day using a 240-minute chart for levels and a faster chart for entries. One day during his final week with me, which was just last week, the S&P was sufficiently volatile that he made 19 points. He was not overly excited. It was just another day at the office. Trader Y is a 41-year-old family man living in Brooklyn trading options on stocks. Called me about 6 weeks ago because he had taken his $1.5 million account down to $80,000. He's not the first client to reach out with that situation, but what was unusual was his candor. He knew he was out of control and needed help. Initially, I tried to get him to implement risk controls, and I was unusually forceful about my recommendations because he was a very high-risk client. Why do I say that? He was trading OTM options with large size. He was chasing momentum, buying high and hoping to sell higher. I didn't want him to blow up his account on my watch. And while he gave lip service to the idea of slowing way down, he soon became reluctant to disclose his positions and position sizes. So we had a standoff. Within 2 weeks, he blew up the rest of his account with one bad earnings trade. Trader Y has the temperament of a self-taught Chicago pit trader, which is a good thing, but he lacks discipline. I honestly wasn't sure if he could learn from this blow-up and gain control of his aggression and impulsiveness. Happily, there are signs he may have turned the corner. After refunding his account, he stashed away half of it in cash and has been willing to regularly wire out funds so that his trading account size stays relatively small. I built him a simple indicator that shows overbought and oversold conditions in stocks, which has made it easier for him to trade mostly ATM options and buy dips rather than chase. I don't think he's entirely out of the woods, as new habits take time to groove in, but I'm seeing progress in a high-risk trader, and that's very encouraging to me. Lastly, Trader Z, a lady in South America, married with kids, hired me after quitting her job as a private banker because she wanted to day trade options for a living at home. Sometimes, however, previous success in business works against a trader. Because Trader Z is accustomed to success, she was reluctant to take even small losses in her trading. Of course, the small losses grew, which undermined not only her profitability, but also her self-esteem. Drawdowns would stress her out, and sometimes they got out of hand. She was also unsure about taking profits. When we added a couple of technical indicators, focused on trading just 2 instruments, and tightened up a few trade management issues, she went from averaging 2 to 400 a day to 4 digits a day. Frankly, she regularly outperforms me, and honestly, I'd like to sign up for her trading room if I can convince her to open one. Stories of everyday people overcoming common trader issues show that success is possible. In most cases, the fixes are fairly obvious to an outsider, but take some time to groove in. Here are a few affirmations that might be relevant for you. If so, repeat them after me. My journey as a trader is unique and personal. There is no one right way to trade. I need to find my own way. Each and every day I commit to the pursuit of excellence as I define it. Each and every day I commit to learn one more thing that will help me on my road to mastery. Each and every day, I commit to letting go of one thing I thought I needed. Perhaps letting go of something old can be just as useful as adding something new.